Hey everyone, this is Heart Capricorn. Today I want to discuss why you won't be able to read a Capricorn unless we want you to. The first reason why you won't be able to read a Capricorn unless we want you to is the fact that we have control over every situation that we put ourselves in. Capricorns will never let our emotions dictate our actions. We are in full control over our emotions and how we're feeling and how we react to situations. We are a need-to-know kind of people, especially when we are feeling new people out and trying to get to know someone. We are not going to display all of our emotions or show you our true feelings right off the bat. That is just not something that a Capricorn is ever going to do. When getting to know someone, Capricorns are definitely observing more than we are revealing. And this is just to get a good feeling of who we are around and get to know the person's intentions before we fully interact with them and before we show them any of our emotions. So just don't take it personal if a Capricorn is not sharing everything with you and you're sharing everything with us, because oddly enough, even though a Capricorn is not sharing our feelings and emotions, other people naturally feel comfortable with showing and expressing themselves to us. And I've encountered this a lot where I'm just sitting down and somebody that I'm not really close to is just telling me all of their business. And it's just like, okay, you're done telling me your business, but I'm not disclosing information to you. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people do disclose information and reveal a lot of themselves because they are going to expect the same from you. They want you to also be open and just express yourselves to them, when with a Capricorn, you're not going to get that. Capricorns are going to be reserved and keep our deep conversations for the people who we are close to. You're not going to bait a Capricorn into expressing ourselves when we're not ready or if we're not comfortable around you. It's not going to happen. And the next reason why you won't be able to read a Capricorn unless we want you to is because of our poker face. Capricorns, please tell me down below how many times someone has thought you were sad or mad just because of your face or the lack of expressions of your face. Like, how many times have people come up to you and just been like, hey, why are you sad? Or who pissed you off? Why are you not smiling more? How many times have people done that? I really want to hear what you guys have to say about that down below. We could be having the best day ever, totally fine in that moment, and it never fails of someone wanting to know what we're thinking or what are our emotions in this moment. It never fails. Just know that we are more than likely never going to show our frustrations or our sadness outwardly. Capricorns are going to keep those kind of things on the inside, and we're going to sort of kind of suppress them. And I'm not saying that this is always the best thing to do, to hide your emotions or just walk around like you're always okay when you're not. I'm not saying that that's always the best thing to do, but it's just something that a Capricorn does. And we just refuse to let people see our vulnerable side or our vulnerable situations, especially when we are not close to them, because people tend to use those moments against you. And Capricorns want to know that we are around people that we trust when we are showing these type of emotions, because we just want to be in control. Like the first thing that I talked about, we want to be in control, and we just want to know that we are guarding our own emotions. And honestly, being stone-faced is just, it's really a defense mechanism for a lot of people in general. And it just repels a lot of BS that people may come with, because we are not about drama. We are not about being somebody's punching bag. And so in order to keep the peace, Capricorns just prefer to keep the BS away. And the next reason why you won't be able to read a Capricorn unless we want you to is the fact that we always guard our mind. Just know that even if a Capricorn is not talking, it doesn't mean that we are not thinking. Capricorns are definitely the type of people who would much rather be seen and not heard. We're okay with just being in the cut and not having a lot of attention, or people not knowing our next move. But even with all of that, Capricorn's thoughts run deep. But we will only share those thoughts when it's absolutely necessary, and to the people who we trust and people who we've built close bonds with. And honestly, outside of those people, you won't get anything more. Now, I'm not saying that it's impossible to hold a conversation with a Capricorn or it's impossible to get a Capricorn to open up to you. That's definitely not the case. But just know that we have to be comfortable around you and we must trust you through and through before any of that happens, before we let you know our thoughts, our emotions, or what we're feeling. It's not going to happen unless we are totally comfortable around you. And Capricorns, we just prefer to use our logic, and logically we know that telling someone everything about us is not going to always work out the best. Some people may want to use the information against you in the end, and we just want to guard ourselves from all of that trauma and hurt by just keeping things to ourselves. And it's important to know that Capricorns do like to have community and connections with people, but it's also even more important to understand that Capricorns think first and we feel second. And it's never personal when it comes with a Capricorn. You just have to be on our good side and in with our inner circle for us to show you any type of emotions. And the last reason why you won't be able to read a Capricorn unless we want you to is because we are extremely calculated. Capricorn's reserved and calculated nature can sometimes be mistaken for us being cold, when in reality, this is not the case at all. Capricorns are not emotionless. We are not cold. We just feel things extremely deep. Despite what anyone thinks about a Capricorn, Capricorns feel emotions extremely deep within our soul. And so just to guard ourselves and to avoid disappointments, we do come off extremely closed off. I'll be the first to admit that, but it's really just our defense mechanism. Capricorns are indeed extremely calculated about when and who we share our emotions with. We are mature enough to know that there is a time and a place for everything, and also not everyone need to know every bit of what we're thinking or our next move. It's okay to keep some people in the dark and keep some situations in the dark as well. And we just prefer to guard ourselves, and we just prefer to not be as emotional as a lot of people. But deep down inside, we actually do care. We have feelings, we have emotions. We're human just like everyone else. We just have a unique way regarding how we go about showing this emotional side of us. Now, there are people that we are close to who knows all about our emotional side, who knows the deep inner thoughts of a Capricorn. It's just not everyone will get that part of us, and that's okay. In general, not everyone deserves to be that close to you and have those intimate pieces of your heart and your feelings. And so it's actually okay to keep guarded and to keep all the BS away by vetting people and taking your time when it comes to getting to know others. It's totally fine to take your time. All right, so down below, let me know, is it really hard to read a Capricorn, or am I just doing the most with this video and it's actually not hard at all to read a Capricorn? I really want to hear what you guys have to say about this topic down below. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and you'll be sure to hear from me soon. All right, bye-bye.